All right, folks, welcome back. Rob, we are back. It is beautiful outside. How are we doing?
Good. How yourself, Tom?
I'm doing good, my man. Like I said, it's beautiful out. It's like 47. Decided to come out to the garage today.
I know all the posts on some of the forums and stuff about around here, people seeing if people are going out to play.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of funny in the middle of January.
I just got off the phone not too long ago with Dennis Johnson from Pine Meadow, and he said there's a ton of people out there.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I respect the hustle, but you can't. You wouldn't find me dead playing today.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about last week, right? It's got to be a certain temperature, and I'm not a big fan of the mud ball, to be honest with you. So
right, although it is above my threshold that I claimed I'm going to stick to in 2023, but we'll see.
I mean, it's 47 out here, so
yeah, I was going to say it's 47 here. I think I said 45 last week, so yeah, I probably would be playing if this was the spring, but considering the green's got to be rock hard still. I mean, it's still got to be some type of, frost but hey, I'm not going to knock on it. Good for them for getting out, getting some fresh air and, hitting some shots. So, speaking of hitting shots, Rob, supposedly the sweet spot is back come Wednesday. My cousin Jeff texted me.
Really?
Yeah. So they start up Wednesday. They kind of just go out there every week. I got the invite. I actually don't think I can make it, but I'm eager to get back out there and kind of give it another chance, another review. But yeah, I was
give it a second shot.
Yeah, I was laughing at that. But in other golf news, Rob, did you catch? I'm sure you did because it was unbelievable. The Sentry.
Yeah, man. I love the night golf aspect of it, which really Sunday it wasn't. But yeah, no, I thought it was a great tournament, to be honest. Like we talked about, it's beautiful. The layout, the holes is crazy. Rahmbo coming back, after bogeying that first hole on Sunday, he was 9 strokes back, right?
Yeah,
man, I was, it sucked because I got my hopes up after Spieth's round on Friday, right? I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a good weekend. I mean, it was a good weekend no matter what, but it was like, and then he kind of not shit the bed, but he kind of just trailed off, and that was a little disappointing. I was surprised to see where like JT fell.
Yeah.
But I was shocked, like Colin, dude. Honestly, like the lead that he had, Friday and Saturday, and then just to see Rahmbo come in and take it was crazy. And that putt on 18, I like that little fist pump, little reaction Rahmbo had. That was pretty good. But it's the chipping on Sunday was just terrible for Colin. But yeah, it was a great tournament. It was fun to watch. I enjoyed it. This weekend's gonna be great too. It's still in Hawaii, so it's gonna be later golf. So this is the stuff that we like.
I 100% agree. I'm so on board with Hawaii time zone golf.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. It's like our, primetime NFL game, right? It's on later at night. The kids are kind of wounded down. It's just the timing, I think, is awesome. It is so good being on later in the day. And then, like you said, I mean, you can't beat the views, the vistas of Hawaii. The tournament was insane. Colin looked honestly like one of us yesterday or Sunday, so to speak, on the chipping yips. Like, I felt so uncomfortable for him because I'm like, man, you hate to see it. It is nice to see it though, but it's also like, God, this guy had a 7-stroke lead, 9 at one point.
Right.
Like, you just know. You kind of know what's going on in his head as a golfer. Like, in the back of his head, he's probably like, I'm fucking collapsing right now. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But it's so uncharacteristic. Not necessarily of Colin though. I mean, he's had the chipping yips for a couple years. He just brought in that coach for chipping and putting. His putting looked ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
His new putter grip change. The whole new confidence. He even said last year, I think at the US Open, like he had no idea. He was like putting blind. Like he had no idea how to putt, which is crazy to hear from the number 2 player in the world, that like he was just lost.
Mm-hmm.
But then all of a sudden found it. And then, Rahmbo, the guy's a savage. He just bogeys the first and then goes 11 under on the last 17.
It was nuts. I did enjoy too. Like Saturday was good with Homa. What, you shoot 10 under on Saturday, I think, right? Something like that.
Yep.
So it was like good golf all around, dude. And like the camera angles, the televised part of it was awesome. The new stuff they brought in with like the drone and everything. Yeah. So it was very enjoyable.
1,000%. Couldn't agree more. Ending just what we wanted. Pretty much came down to the 18th or the 17th/18th. Such a good tournament. Even just some of the holes, like a lot of birdie opportunities, a lot of opportunities for guys to, throw darts and make some putts, and just an all around great tournament. So,
but you had to play like target golf too.
Correct.
Off the tee. It was like, they showed, for example, I forgot what hole it was where, him and Scotty, I think on Saturday, drove it way too far. Like they rather laid up to be 105 yards out instead of like 60 yards in. Because they both, I think Colin ended up making the putt to still get the birdie, but it's just kind of cool to see that you need to do target golf and you need to play that course smart. It wasn't just like drive it as far as you possibly can type deal thing.
Right. Obviously distance helped, but to your point, yeah, you had to be in certain spots to get angles at targets or at pins. And a lot of the putting, dude, was a lot quicker than I anticipated. Like some of those putts were super fast. Who was it the young guy? He put one off the green, I think on Friday or Saturday. It was like a 60-footer, but still it rolled up the hill and then just took off on him.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. But yeah, don't get me wrong. The Sentry is definitely a top 5 tournament, I think, each year, especially to kind of start the year. And you can't start off in a better way than this past tournament.
The purse too. The purse for this year was crazy.
Yeah.
Colin still took what, 1.5, 1.4?
Yeah, he took 1.5. It was almost doubled what last year's was.
Right. And then they said last took what, 200 grand, right? Yeah. And then with the PIP money that got injected into it, I think around close to 4 or just over 4.
Yeah.
That was it's nuts.
Yeah.
Stupid money.
Stupid. And I'm sure Colin, I'm sure he's not hurting, but I'm sure he's thinking about that. Like, man, there goes a smooth 1.2 million I just lost. But
I did feel his presser afterwards. I felt bad for him. Like it was like,
yeah, but I also thought he handled it, very well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was mature about it, and he's like, I'm already thinking about ways, what I could work on. So he's going to go back to the drawing board, which brings me to my next question is I don't know, man. If this guy, if his putting keeps up in the way that his iron play is, he could have a massive 23 year. He could potentially be doing this at majors, blowing the field out of the water.
Yeah, as long as he figures out his chipping.
True. This is very true. To your point, we got the Sony this week, and we'll jump right in to the Book It with T Sony picks, Rob. Who do you like this week?
I gotta think. I'm gonna go with Spieth. He's got to bounce back, man. I feel like it. Until he wins, I'm going with Spieth. Until he comes back and wins.
Oh my God! All right. Well, T's picks. His long shot is Hickok 500-1.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's massive odds. Rye 110-1. Kitayama 55-1. Mitchell 35-1, and his favorite Russ Henley 22-1. And you could book it with T. Do you like any of those?
Yeah, was Henley, wasn't he leading it last year? And did he lose to Matzi?
Was that the Sony?
I thought that was.
Could be. Not sure. My memory doesn't jog back that far.
Either way, we got night golf or later in the evening golf again, so I'm excited about that.
This is correct. Also, something else to be excited about, Rob. On Monday, yesterday, our newsletter went out. Yeah, got a lot of great feedback from that so far. I think guys were just more excited to see something golf related from the CGT, kind of get them pumped up. But a lot of good replies to that. Guys are stoked about the 2-man best ball tournaments. the team events, the Ryder Cup. So if you haven't checked your email, make sure you check out the newsletter that went out yesterday. We're super pumped about it. We have a ton in store for the February issue.
Yep.
More to come on what you guys saw, the Rendezvous, which is our new membership offering. We're not going to tease that, but there's a lot of good stuff on it. So, and then also, Rob, be on the lookout because it's probably going to drop before the next podcast, is the Q1 merch drop.
Yep.
So most likely on Monday, that's going to come out. So be on the lookout for that as well. Like I said, that's going to be Q1 merch drop. Merch drops are going to be every quarter, and it's going to be a 2-week limited edition run. So our pro shop will be open for 2 weeks. You can go in there, get what you need, and then it shuts down after 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, Rob, have you been putting in the putting work still in the basement?
I have been enjoying that. Went out in the garage over the weekend between football games and the golf, and checked out the clubs. Thinking about tinkering with the bag, just getting that cleaned up. No trips planned yet, obviously coming up in the next couple months, but just kind of keep my mind busy on golf.
Right. I have an update as well, and that's good to hear, by the way. Rob, I'm back to the fill.
No.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's anything within 10 feet. Like, so obviously the prime putt mat that I have is 9 feet, right? The putting percentage made from the 07 compared to the fill is drastic, dude. I'm telling you. There's something with the toe weight or the toe hang, which on the 07 is very, very heavy, and short putts, that's very hard to control your tempo / distance.
Yeah, but you're also what the fill is a 34, 35?
Correct.
And you have what the 007 is 36, right?
Yeah, but it's not the length. Although I
think it has something to do with the length.
I don't know, because I choked down on the 07. It's more of the weight, man. I'm telling you, it's the tempo back and through. And with the prime putt, the fill has been on fire. So we'll see. But vice versa when it comes to lag, right? So the fill, just because it's super light, it was always hard to lag. Mm-hmm. And then the 07 was pretty good lagging. So but nonetheless, we're getting some strokes in. We're trying to figure it out, get dialed in for the 2023 season.
Did you have league last Thursday?
We did not. We did not. No. There was word that we were potentially going to have it this week. I don't think it's going to work out amongst the crew. So we got to get back to sending balls into the net here, or into the screen. But yeah, moving on, Rob. We're going to jump right in to the top three. Are you ready for the top three?
Ready for the top three.
Okay. We're gonna circle back to food, Rob, because I just think it's more entertaining. People get a bigger kick out of it. So I'm going cheeseburgers this week, Rob. And I want to know
cheeseburgers.
You don't like cheeseburgers?
No, go ahead.
I want to know your top 3 cheeseburgers.
Top 3 cheeseburgers. Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't think I've had a bad cheeseburger. I can't think of anything that puts one above the other. Well, I mean, have you ever been to the Maggio's in Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's in my 3-hole. I mean, their burgers are like simple, but they're just good. They're just good to go, man. You order a cheeseburger off the grill. It's perfect. I had to put that in 3-hole. I mean, are we counting like White Castles?
Any cheeseburger.
I don't think anything beats. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because I'm gonna make it number 2. Some good sliders from White Castles, especially when you're younger and you have an ironclad stomach. Not when you get older like us, but back in the day, there was nothing like getting a briefcase after drinking and having some Whiteys to soak up that booze. So I have to go 2. Number 1, would be there's a place out here in Naperville, downtown Naperville. It's called Empire. It's like it's a bar restaurant. It's almost like it's kind of go towards like a whiskey theme type thing, but they got the burger called the Gronk.
Yeah.
And it's a double cheeseburger, and it's got some bacon, got some cream cheese on there, got a fried egg. It's fucking good.
Ooh, see, that's my type of burger right there.
And then honorable mention would have to be just, the good old Big Mac.
You're a Big Mac guy.
Love Big Mac.
See, I'm a double quarter pounder guy.
Yeah, I mean that's good. I think it's like a Big Mac.
Yeah, I just think we were talking about this last week between the group text. I think it's one way or the other. Like you're either a Big Mac guy or that's it. Like you don't really venture into anything else on the Mickey D's menu.
Oh no, Big Mac and give me like a 10-piece chicken nugget.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying burger. But I'm saying burger wise.
Oh sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I could count on one hand the amount of times I've ever had a Big Mac.
Really?
Yeah.
You just don't like that Thousand Island dressing on your burger?
I don't mind it. I always thought it was kind of skimpy. I needed something a little bit more beefy. So that's why I started getting the double quarter pounder.
You want less bread, more meat. You're a big meat guy.
Yeah. And the double QP went to made to order like a year ago. So it's always piping hot.
Oh, there you go.
So that is actually my honorable mention. We'll start there is the double quarter pounder. Right. Number 3, I do like the Whitey's call. And I love that you called it a briefcase. Unfortunately, Whitey's just doesn't make the list only because of what happens the next day. But I do love me a crave case or
a crave case. There you go. I call it a briefcase.
I think the briefcase is better, to be honest.
Sure.
The 3-hole, I'll put in Portillo's. Portillo's bacon double cheeseburger. It's very good.
Yeah.
Flame broiled.
I mean, the kids love that one. You're right on that.
Oh yeah. Number 2, I'm going Culver's. The old bar.
I've never had a Culver's burger.
Really?
No.
So
I don't think I've ever actually had Culver's, to be honest with you.
Culver's is great, man. Ever since we moved a little bit further south, we are now Culver's people instead of Portillo's. So when we do get Portillo's, it is nice, but Culver's is awesome. Everything on that menu is unbelievable. The burgers are a little bit small and it is kind of pricey, but nonetheless, the quality is pretty good. And then number 1, local place called Enzo's. It's my new number 1.
Okay. It's
similar to kind of what you talked about, Empire. They have different burgers. They have like a breakfast burger with a fried egg. It's just phenomenal. It's in Beverly there on 111th in Western.
Okay.
But yeah, big burger guy.
You remember Fuddruckers?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember the burger from Fuddruckers. We were always a Checkers family because there used to be one by little company there, and I remember the Champ burger.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was just every time you talk, well, not every time, but definitely brought back up like what was a special treat when you're a little kid to go to Fuddruckers.
Oh yeah, yeah. What else was there? What was the one on the way to Eastern? I loved that place.
Oh shit! On the way to Eastern,
yeah, they had the Frisco burger.
Oh god, damn it! I know what you're talking about. I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue right now.
It's not Sonic. It's something else. It's like a Sonic, but
yeah. Oh shit!
It's pissing me off. Anyways,
yeah.
We'll circle back on that. But yeah,
good call on that. And then Boxa. All right, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole of all this shit.
McHugh's was phenomenal.
Yes. Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But until then, Rob, we got a lot cooking, a lot going on in the next week. Make sure you look out for those 2 emails: the newsletter, which was sent out yesterday, and then the merch drop, which is getting sent out on this upcoming Monday. So be on the lookout for that. Until next time, we'll see you in the fairway, Rob.
See you in the fairway, Tom.
See you, buddy.